So for a lot of you guys, this is your first time ever seeing me on camera, which is kind of weird. Also, I have no fucking idea what's going on with the quality. It's supposed to be on 1440, but clearly it's not. Don't worry about it. But for a lot of you guys, this is the first time you've seen me, which is, it is kind of still strange to me. I get it, this is a different platform, but I've been content creating, if you want to count streaming as content creating. Some people don't think of it as content creating because I'm not creating anything. If anything, I'm just screen sharing my experience. For around 3 years now, right? I think it was 3 years ago this year that I started as streaming. And then, yeah, because this year in September will be my 3rd year. Why are you so bright, bro? You're like too bright. I mean, oh, okay. No. There we go. I'm like, I know I'm pasty white, but like, okay. Oh no, that actually makes it worse. Anyway, yeah, because this September would be my 3rd year being monetized over on the Twitch. Anyway, so this is the first time a lot of you guys saw me, as I've said, but it's also going to be kind of like the last time you guys see me. Kinda. I'll explain a little bit more on that in a moment. But this video, hi, how you doing, guys, is going to be basically a video talking about my plans for the future. Why are you so bright? Why are you so bright? Hang on, I'm gonna fix this lighting. It's driving me nuts. Okay, that's a little better. I turned on my other light. Oh, you can actually see it on my hand. Some of the issues because the sun's still up. I know, weird for me, right? I'm awake when the sun's up. I know. Anyway, let's get back to what we were talking about. So video's gonna be talking about like what's the plan for content going forward, and a lot is gonna change. First off, I did say this is gonna be the last time you guys see me, sorta. I'm going to be taking my face off of my content creation for a while. Also, why is this camera making my head look like it curves to a C? What are we doing? I mean, I know I got like some dent going on inside of my head from the headphones growing up, but damn. Anyway, yeah, so content is going to change entirely. I'm going to be no longer putting my face on content, and it's not because of anything like I'm hiding or anything weird like that. This year, I have a lot of goals and focuses, and one of them being on myself, like how I perceive myself, how I feel about myself, and just overall how I look in a way that would make me happy. I am obviously overweight. So one of my goals this year is to resolve that. And in doing so, I want to take my face off of my content for a while as like a motivator to get myself to where I need to be or want to be to then, put my face back on content again. Because, yeah, must I say more? I mean, look at me. Anyway, so that's one of the things I'm going to be doing. I'm going to like take my face away, though not entirely, because I do want some kind of like record, more or less, of my progress of like losing weight and everything through the year. So I am going to be posting like updates, maybe monthly updates over on my Patreon. Now, this is not some kind of advert for you guys to go subscribe to that or anything, but I thought it'd be better that instead of just posting it on YouTube here where you're watching, or TikTok, or I don't even use Instagram, so I don't even know what the fuck else I'd post on. Twitter, nah, Twitter's awful. Like, instead of posting on here and it just coming across a random person's For You page and then being like, you're fat, just the hate that I would get for it, because let's be honest, there's a lot of negative people on the internet, and you're not subscribed to see random videos of me going, hey, look how small my gut has gotten, and just talking about stuff. So I'm gonna like post on my Patreon, just that way there's a place to like keep track of everything I did, that I've like my weight goals, where I've put on muscle, where I've lost weight, my diet, and just stuff like that, my growth, more or less. And it's also a place that if you're interested in, still seeing my face for whatever fucking reason, maybe you should oh god, I rotated my camera away. Maybe you should go see a therapist if you need to see my face. No, I'm playing. What was I saying? Right. If you want to continue to support me and you want to see my progress, then Patreon, somewhere you could do that, but it's more just for myself that I'm going to be posting over there. Another big thing with content this year is it's going to be changing quite a lot. I'm going to be moving away from the narrative. This is really bugging the shit out of me, by the way. Why is my camera doing this? It's like focusing and then like it's like dropping resolution a little bit. I swear to you it's set in 1440, but it looks like maybe like 720 on a bad day. Also, why is there like a Borealis going on the wall behind me? You see it like next to my punching bag? That there. Okay, anyway. A lot of things are going to be changing with content. I am going to be primarily focused on becoming monetized. Now, please don't worry. Don't run to the unsubscribe button or anything. I'm not going to become some kind of shill or anything. I'm not going to be just like in it for the money. I'm 24. I turned 25 this year. I'm getting closer to my 30s. And I've always wanted to be a content creator. If you've been around my channel for a while, you've heard me talk about the dream of it and how I've had it for a long time now, well over a decade at this point. Wow. I want and will be, because motivating myself, making a career out of it this year. And I'm not doing it for the sake of I now have a bunch of money. I'm not interested in that. I'm purely, and I'm being honest and truthful with you guys, and I hope you can believe me. I know I'm a random person on the internet, but I just want to be able to support my family while doing the things I love, which is gaming. I love gaming, and I love trying new foods and stuff like that. And I want to be able to be at home with a very limited amount of time that I have left to be with my loved ones. That, and another thing is, it's been several months now since that car accident, and I'm still really fucked up when I'm on the road. I'm still really fucked up. So an opportunity to not be on the road, going to and from work and interviews and stuff would be phenomenal. I just want to be able to provide for my family. I want to be able to pay my bills, provide for my family. That is all I want to do. That is all I want to do. I don't want all the other shit that comes with being a monetized creator. I'm not interested. I am not interested. I just want to be able to pay my bills. That's it. Support my family. As I said, I'm 24 going on 25. I'm getting to the point where I'm making my own family. That sounds really weird in that sentence, but you know what I mean. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm an adult. I'm an adult that is about to make his own family. Does that make sense? I don't know how to word that without it sounding weird. I just want to be able to support my family. So, with that in mind, I will be becoming monetized this year. I'm going to be making a lot of strides and a lot of effort to becoming a monetized channel this year. I will be doing like anything I can, really. I mean, I'm not going to be like a shill or anything and just like post trends, but like I'm going to be, you'll notice that content is going to change. Formatting, like editing style, thumbnails, duration is going to change quite a bit to kind of fit the narrative to what's more like popular. I'm not going to be a trend chaser by any means. You're not going to see me every time there's a brand new game posting 50 videos on it with clickbait thumbnails and ridiculous titles and OMG this, OMG that, and then 9,000 shorts off of it. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not that. But if it is a game that I've been looking forward to, like let's say like Fallout 5 drops this year, not happening. Not in this lifetime. You better believe I'll be doing that. But if it's, you know, like I never jumped on Arc Raiders, and that was like huge for a lot of people. It just wasn't my game. That's kind of the thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to continue to post what I love. I did make that statement in December, if you've seen it, that content going forward will just be what I enjoy doing at the period of time. I've always really been bad about if I just sit there and do one thing, I won't enjoy it, and it becomes noticeable after a while in the content, and it's less entertaining. But if I'm moving around, ooh, pardon me. Give me one quick second here. Sorry about that. I like belched and it was like, anyway, TMI. What was I saying? Right, more or less. If I bounce around a little bit and like, you know, if I feel like this week I just want to do Minecraft, and I sit there and I do some Minecraft, And then next week I'm like, oh, Project Zomboid, that sounds hype, and I want to do some Project Zomboid. And then I'm like, yo, Space Engineers 2 just got a big update, let's go play that. Then I will, as a creator and the person making the video, because currently I still edit my own videos, I still do everything in my own videos, the entire video is 100% made by me. The only thing that isn't me is the game I'm playing, which could change. I have been doing something this last few months that might have some kind of impact in terms of content on the channel at some point. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But if I bounce around to what I enjoy and I post videos on that when I'm enjoying it, then you'll see that the content is a lot better. The editing's better. I'm more chipper, more happy, more energetic, excited. Versus if I'm just milking something like Space Engineers 2, which I was doing all year, I was just milking it. And while I do truly enjoy and love Space Engineers 2, grasping at straws to post something is it's not very fun. It's really not fun or nor entertaining. And we were starting to see that pretty heavy in my content, where I was just like, this mod by Ubida Wabada, I couldn't think of anybody's name, I'm sorry. Where he's made cheese as a planet. Oh wow, this looks really cool. Look how detailed that cheese is. Alright, and for our next mod, like, it just kind of turned into that, because I was grasping at straws for content, and I wasn't enjoying it. So I will be continuing to do that, where I'm posting and doing what I'm enjoying, when I'm enjoying it. Like, right now I'm still really into Minecraft. I'm gonna be posting a lot of Minecraft. In fact, I might be starting a secondary channel that is nothing but Minecraft, because I'm infatuated with the game again. I started my career. Few of you know this, because almost next to none of the OGs are still around. But I started my career actually streaming modded Minecraft, and that's where I kind of like got my foot in the door a little bit over on Twitch, and I loved it. I love modded Minecraft so much, and the reason I love it so much is I have ADHD pretty bad, probably kind of obvious, and I like those kinds of mods where it's like, here's 50 billion things. And these 50 billion things, if done in certain ways, can make another 50 gajillion things. But we're kind of tell you how to do it, and a lot of not tell you how to do it. Figure it the fuck out. I love things like that, where I'm able to like bounce around, and there's so many things for me to do and try and experience and figure out. And I love that kind of thing. And that's why I love Minecraft so much, is because the mods, there's a lot of things like that you can do. And before someone goes, you should play Satisfactory, I did. You should play Factorio, I did. I did. I have. a little bit. I love games and things like that, and right now Minecraft's like really scratching that itch, so I'm gonna be doing a lot of Minecraft videos. I hope that's okay with you guys. Space Engineers 2, I'm still gonna be covering that, and I know that I don't think it's this month. Maybe February, but I wouldn't put too much stock into that per se. We will be getting that update to Space Engineers where we will get mechanical blocks, more or less. They've been kind of finicky with how they've been talking about that, because Mark, in a one-on-one conversation with me, said one thing about what we can expect to see, but in the live stream they almost said an entirely different thing on what we can expect to see. So I'm not really sure what we're gonna get overall. But more or less, we'll get some kind of mechanical blocks. And I'll make a few videos playing around some subgrids, having some fun with that when that comes. And I'll probably make another couple mod reviews, maybe later this month. I will be coming back to that Minecraft mod, because I chatted a little bit with the creator. And they have done, since the last time I've covered that mod back in, was it November or early December, they have done over 500 new blocks. They've been quite busy, so we're gonna go be going back in that, and I think we might play around with some water with that just to see what happens. But yeah, a big main focus of my of this year is I'm going to become monetized. That's a big primary focus. That is what I'm driving to do. I will become monetized, and if by the graces of God or a very nice individual, that it makes a significant amount of money to where I'm able to pay for what I need to, because I still need a new car. I haven't got one since that accident. they're expensive, and my state's minimum wage is pretty low. Um, and I'm looking for an apartment because I am still staying with my parents since the whole ending my engagement last year. Some of you may remember that. A lot of you have no idea what I'm talking about. And I'm looking for new work. I did get some work. I've been doing some online work a little bit, but it's not stable payment. You know what I mean? Like it pays, and it pays decent when I get like a contract to do it. So it's kind of there's weeks where I'm not making any money. So it's like, so yeah, I'm gonna be looking for something else. But primarily, I need to be focused on getting a car, a new car, used. I don't really care. A working vehicle. That's my primary. That's my primary goal. And not a bike, because I'm still kind of fucked up from that one accident that happened a few years ago. I wasn't involved in, but I witnessed it, and yeah, that fucked me up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So a home, a vehicle, and then of course car insurance is another thing. It's another big thing. And then I think I'm due to get health insurance, new health insurance. So I got to do that, and there's just a lot of things like money wise I have to take care of this year. But if we can manage to get through all that with content creating, you know, making money and part-time jobs and stuff, I do want to hire a editor. I did reach out to my friend, and I kind of made like kind of a deal-ish thing, but we'll see. In 4 months, maybe less. It just really depends on when the cash flow comes in, because I'm going to pay him, obviously. Even though he's my friend, I'm still going to pay him. I know he would do some of this stuff for free, like, but I want to pay him. I will be doing having somebody edit. Hopefully that will be really good. I just want to take some of the load off, because that's kind of the problem with my content a lot, is I will neglect to do or include things that happen in game because I can't like figure out how to edit it to make it more entertaining in a video. So I won't say something because I can't figure out like a good transition or like motion tracking or this, that, or the other that would go along with what I'm doing. So a lot of times I'll kind of neglect to do that because I don't have the know-how to like make it look good in a video. And another part of that is a lot of my videos struggle a lot. If you've watched some of them all the way through, you'll notice that a lot of the editing's in the beginning, and then you might get a little bit in the middle, and then that's kind of that. It's my attention span is so fucking cooked because I will be spending 2, 3, 4 hours recording and then turning around and trying to break that down to 30 minutes. And like, I just spent that many hours doing it. Now I'm spending a minimum of the exact same amount of time rewatching the exact same thing I just did all day. So like my attention span is a little when it comes to that. So I'm hoping with the help of an editor, although I'm not going to subjugate them to 4-hour long footage, only like an hour max. I can roll out better content because I will have more like free time and capability to include better stuff into the videos to then, you know, have out for you guys. I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but in my head it makes a lot of sense. Okay. Here's a great example, right? Well, by the way, this is my car key from that car accident. I have things on my desk I fidget with. A great example. So some of you may be familiar with Stoneblock 3. I did a video. I also uploaded this individually, so you may have seen it individually, where I did the egg edit. So I was going around in the game, and I was like, for some reason, I said egg, like very specifically. I can't remember the exact line, but it was like, egg. And I took the egg, and I like edited it. It was like, with a song and transitions of different like Minecraft eggs and shit. I don't know. That's kind of the funny, quirky things I come up with, but I can't always like relay that into video like I did with the egg thing, for example. Another fun thing I like to do is, some of you might have seen my salt video, my Empire Assault or whatever, where I was like, salt, and then there was like boss music and everything. I actually did that recently in I think my last Minecraft video, where I was like, the fuck storage or something like that, and then I put a boss health bar on it. that's kind of like the fun things I like to do, but those are very minimum to what I want to do in a video. I'm just yapping now. I'm so sorry. Let me get back on track. So editor, I want to try and get editing. I'm gonna work on thumbnails and titles, and I'm gonna be focused really on like reaching monetization status. Once I'm at monetization status, I will slow down a little bit. I mean, the quality's not gonna go down, but I'm not gonna be posting 3 videos a week, 17 shorts, stuff like that. It's gonna be more like a video or two a week, a couple shorts, and it's gonna be more slowed down content, more quality over quantity, because right now I'm going to be focused on good quality but a lot of quantity, so that way I can run up the watch hours I need to reach monetization. I am already at the subscriber count I need for the first part of it. I actually need 1,000 to reach ad rev, but I have faith we'll get there. I mean, we're at over 700 plus, so I have faith we'll get there. I went into last year with less than 200, so if I do a good job, I have faith I'll get there. But watch hours, that's the big thing you need. On the 27th of January, so this month, that's when a majority of my watch hours are reset. And I'm at like 2,400 out of the 3,000 I need for the first stage of like monetization on YouTube. You need a total of 4,000 for ad rev. Yeah. So watch hours pretty tough. I'm gonna need a lot of you guys to lock in a little bit and watch to the end of the video, if you would please. Hey man, I've got no problem with being like a background audio thing. If you want to just throw me on in the background, listen to me yamble while you're doing some dishes or something, I got no qualms with that. Trust me. As long as you leave a nice little like on the video, just a little like, so maybe YouTube recommends it to somebody else, just saying. Anyway, so that's the main focus. So in like a quick recap, I'm going to be taking my face off the internet more or less, and I'm going to be working on self-improvement quite a bit, mentally as well, but primarily physically. I'm just not satisfied with myself. I don't care whatever people think of me. I mean, clearly I've put my face on camera during the worst looking times of my life, but I want to do better health-wise. I'm way too overweight, and so I just want to do better health-wise. So I'm going to be taking my face off camera to motivate myself, but I am still going to be posting updates over on my Patreon for anyone that's actually interested in knowing my progress, but more or less just for me, myself, to put it somewhere out there. So that way I can look back and be like, wow, you did that, and here you were this, and then there you were that, and, is a motivative. Another thing is I'm going to be focused hard locked in on becoming a monetized channel this year. I'm not going to be no shill or anything. I'm just pure monetization, so that way I can make money to support my family and hopefully not have to work a 9 to 5 anymore and be able to do what I love, which is playing games and being able to spend the precious time that I have left with my loved ones. And then I'm going to be focused later in the year once I get monetization on the quality of the channel. I'm going to be real focused on that, heavy focused. I want good quality. Like, yes, I want to share my experience with you guys. That's my primary thing. But there's a difference in me sharing my experience of a game to you guys, and it looks like you're looking through a Matchbox, versus you being at like a movie theater where the audio is just mwah and the visuals are mwah, and you're like, wow, I didn't know Minecraft could look this good. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between the two, and I want to share the quality as well as my enjoyment of the game, if that makes sense. And I've got more plans, but I'm not going to tell you guys about those until we get closer to them. I will hint, I have a video game dropping early access at some point this year. I've worked on it off and on for a few years, and recently I've been kind of looking into it a little bit. It's not going to be anything crazy, I'm not expecting it to break the market or anything. It's just a little indie game. But I do hope and plan to drop it this year. That would be really awesome. And there's more stuff coming, but I'm not going to tell you anything else. I'm not going to spoil anything else. But yeah, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Sorry about the quality. Again, I don't know why it's like this. I don't understand. But yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye-bye. Looking to watch more videos from me? Click here or click here, and I'll see you right over there. And while you're here, maybe consider clicking here and subscribing. Bye for now.